Hey guys, welcome back to Evony with Genghis, server 68. So, coming at you from Mexico today. Very good weather, and most importantly, reliable Wi Fi. Got those bubbles set. Ain't gonna be a problem. Making sure to keep them set at least a day ahead of time while I'm here because I don't have data plan to go with the Wi-Fi, so that I kind of like the double security of that. So in case anything did happen, because there are lots of big lightning storms here and whatnot, so I like to make sure that I have the bubble set well ahead of time here. And when you're really thinking about it, to spend another 500 or 1,000 gems to set that bubble at 2 days left instead of 3 days left when you're not sure about the Wi-Fi, I think that's a pretty solid investment. So I got no problems doing that just for this week. Otherwise, I tend to let it run down to the last few hours. But today I'm going to talk to you about Sir Phillips motivating me. So watching and looking at all the photos all of you sent me about Sir Phillips, one thing that struck out to me was his sub levels being level 35. So I've decided, and after looking at what he does, and he gets to send basically about 100,000 times 9 of each troop set for T14s to each attack if they're full, and if not, it's still a good 500,000 extra T14s being sent to each battle, and that is big. So I have decided that I am going to start working my sub-city levels. Now these ones, and what I would advise you, only do the ones you probably think you're going to keep forever. So for me, these blue ones, these are good subs, for sure, good PvP subs, but it's not worth me investing the speeds in. Even the purple ones right now, I'm going to leave them for a little bit and just see how things go. But my main one that I know I'm going to have forever, I have invested Electra. So I don't need Electra because I have Tamiris. And Electra is my best general who is not at a duty right now. Like, I have better generals who used to be on duty or are on duty right now. Like, just for example, just trying to find one here. So any of these here, all of these, they are all max cultivated, right? He's on embassy duty. He's special embassy officer. Rage King is special senior warehouse officer. Anyways, Electra was my best general who was doing nothing because I decided to go with a different general. So what I've done is I've made her set up for construction, training capacity, and training speed. And then I gave her some weapons that I already had done that have a little bit of construction speed for the sub-cities. And you can see these all have some sort of increased construction speed. And I've put them on her. And I don't have anything else right now for these others. And it's not overly important yet. But what I'm doing is I'm leaving her as the mayor when I'm not in PvP. So I'm not in Battlefield, I'm not in SVS. I'm leaving her as the mayor. And it's really upped the troop training speed and the building speed. And I'm going with the second builder on the sub-city. So we're at 354% building speed. And if you look at the other ones that don't have Electra, 187, 270, 280 here, 187, 246, 244. So I'm using Electra to really try and speed this up. And I put some speeds into this. So I sped these up. And I'm going to try and do one level a month. So every speed event, I'll get it going one level. So next one is going to be, I'm going to get it to level 25, which is big. Because as you see here, I have T9s. And it was T8s. I was at level 22. And I passed 23 and 24, and then I decided to stop and wait because I used a ton of speeds on the speed event, and I'd like to save some for troops and again for the next speed event. But Next event, I'm going to get this subsidy to level 10, which will get me T10s. So as you can see here, I have a capacity of 57,000 troops. I would like to get that higher, and the way that you do that is you go into your subsidy research, and what I'm doing here is I've really been working these. So looking at what Sir Phillips did, I have my construction speeds. I've really been working these. There's actually 3, so I got it to 22 out of 25. And then there is this one at 19 out of 25 and 17 out of 25. So I'm really working them and getting them as high as I can, because I want to be able to shorten the length that it takes to build the subsidy. And then when it comes to the troop training capacity, you can also find these in here, right? This increases the troop training speed. And then there will be one of these here. So this one does the training speed as well. I believe something in here does the troop training capacity. Okay, so right here, the conscription. So I'm going to start working those as well and get those up and try and get as much power as I can out of my subsidies. But when I go into PvP, I change that out and I throw this guy on, Andrew Jackson, and he has all the proper sub gear on. But these don't do much for me every day unless I actually drop bubble and fight somebody, right? So I'm trying to take advantage of this, and I think this is a good little loophole sort of glitch that you can, I'll sell this lady right here, that you can use to exploit something in the game that other people don't really do, right? Other people focus on their main city, which I do as well. But I think this is another way, because if you really think about it, march size is something that's very limited in the game. So if you look over here and you actually look at your march size, my march size is about 1.5 million, right? If I go into my presets and I go to my archer general right here, I'm at just over 1.5 million. And other ones are just under 1.5 million, depending what books they have. But basically, you're going into battle with 1.5 million troops. And then when you are going to battle, most people have a level 21, 22, 23 subsidy. So they're only bringing T8s, right? But you can bring about 100,000 troops. Now mine are lacking, they're only 57,000, but if I could get that up to 100,000, and if I could get it actually good level troops, if I could get this to a level 30 and bring in 100,000 extra T12s, that could just be devastating. And if you're looking at all these subsidies and doing that on all of them, this could be a way to really, really increase attack power. And we've seen it with Sir Phillips, so I believe he has something that is the way forward, and I don't think I'm the only one copying him. I was actually talking to one of my friends in the game the other day, Goku, and I showed him what I was doing, and he basically said, yeah, welcome to the club. And he showed me his subsidy, and he's on a new server where he's only 2 months in, and he's already level 25 on his main sub. So he got the memo as well. I think this is something that you're going to see a lot of players doing now. So don't be afraid to copy what I just said, and good luck with that. So this is Genghis on server 68. Like, subscribe, leave a comment.